My name's Craig Schwartz, business guy most of my life, pretty new convert, believer in Jesus. Tried to do as good as I can to bring God to people through my art, my words, my actions. So I hope to share with people today. Let them feel and see what I do. I built an international business. I saved lives. I have a fifth grade education. I have an education in business. I wanted to be a winner, because before that, everybody said, you're a loser, you're gonna end up in jail, you're gonna go to prison, my whole life, everybody told me that. So I've always kind of had my hands in the design of something and really enjoy that process. Proving to the world that you got something that can work, yeah, it's pretty satisfying. I never really lived in a town that has got so many Christians in it as around here. So I never went to a church or a synagogue in my life. I was, I didn't think about it. It wasn't on my radar. We moved here to Mercersburg, and then you go into certain businesses around here, and everybody's nice, and they're productive, and they're not being told what to do, and they're just hustling, they're bustling, they're moving around. And I go, how can they find these people? And the common denominator was Jesus. And I'm like, wow, I want some of that. I just said, let's go and try this church with my wife. And we went in there, and it was like, it was immediate. And we both just really enjoyed it. And we enjoyed the rawness of it and the love. I don't know exactly the day I would say I was saved, but that was the beginning of a great journey. And early on in church, I got a sermon on the armor of God. But I got a picture of the armor of God, and I hung them on the door of my office. And a few years went by before I said, I'm gonna sculpt that. And then that sculpture probably took me 6-8 months, probably before I started sculpting, like, other than the armor of God. Maybe a year went by and I hadn't done anything. I was near a cemetery over here, and Dad wasn't doing real well, and I was thinking about how we would go through life, and then you're gone. So I came home one day and I told my wife, I want to be an artist because I want to leave something on this earth. And then COVID hit, and a friend of mine, Jeremy, he worked in a restaurant. So I said, why don't you come and help me? And he says, okay, what are we doing? I said, we're gonna sculpt. When I'm out here sculpting and listening to music and praying, I just feel closest to God. I was touched when people would come and say, wow, that's really awesome. I'd like some of that for my yard, and I'll pay you for it. The Lord told me just donate the money to Monarch's Way. It's a school right here in Greencastle for girls that need a little help. They come from such a broken state, and you see them after a few months being baptized. Wow. The connection to God there is more powerful than any place to me. So I walked in the office and I said, we're donating everything to Monarch's Way. I really felt that I could use my art to change people, and that's a complete mission to bring people closer to God, to interest them in that story. My relationship with God means everything, not just as an artist. We're all his little works of art. Everything is. And we're all made exactly like he wanted to. I kept telling my wife, I hope that intimacy never leaves. I want to be emotional about it. I want that. It's like that moment that I was hoping would never go away. I got what I prayed for.